It's playoff hockey time here in Hoffman Estates, and we got a pair of Premier Select Bantam playoff matchups for you here this evening. Good evening, everybody, and welcome. Alongside my partner, Eric Willowhite, my name is Aaron Shellen, and as I said, we have a pair of playoff NIHL Blackhawks tournament games for you here tonight. Game number one features the top seed and number one ranked Timberwolves taking on the number 4 seed Mammoth. So let's take a quick look at standings, kind of how these teams played out during the regular season. It was a dominating regular season for this Timberwolves team, Eric. 18 games played, 14-1-3 for the team playing here on their home ice tonight. The Timberwolves, 88 goals for, only 38 goals against. That's an average of about 5-2 in every single game. A very, very good regular season for the Timberwolves. Mammoth finished in a tie for third place, but due to head-to-head, ends up in the 4th spot behind Bloomington. They finished 5-6-7. And Eric, you and I were talking about this pregame. It goes to show what a good job NIHL does putting the teams in the right divisions, as Bloomington and Mammoth both ended the regular season with 7 ties in 18 games.
Yeah, I mean, that goes to the whole seeding round and having enough games in that seeding round to determine where you need to be placed. Yep. So a lot of good work done after that.
So yeah, it was the Timberwolves and then the number 2 seed, the Irish Rovers. They will be in the second game here tonight, taking on the Bloomington Thunder. So the Timberwolves, the Rovers, the Thunder, and the Mammoth are playing a best of 3 tournament. Game 1, obviously, here tonight. Game 2 will be tomorrow at 2:20 p.m. right here. And then if a third game is necessary, that will be on Sunday the 12th at 1:40. And then the championship game, which will be between the winner of this 3-game best of 3 and the Irish Rovers in Bloomington, will play down in Inwood on the 19th for that 14 and under Bantam Premier Select Championship. I'm very excited. Eric, you and I are going to be doing 6 games here over the next 2.5 days. So Getting started here tonight in Hoffman Estates. These two teams played 3 times in the regular season, and all 3 times the Timberwolves came out on top. Back on January 20th, it was a 5-2 victory over on the other rink here at Hoffman Estates, Rink 1. January 28th, it was a 5-3 victory up at the Robert Crown Ice Arena in Evanston. And again, this Mammoth team is made up of a amalgamation, if you will, of the Evanston Wildcats and the Skokie Flyers, their first year in NIHL as a combination of those 2 teams. And then the last time these 2 teams played it with the Timberwolves all over Mammoth back on February 3rd. That was a 6-0 Timberwolves victory. So, they always say in the NFL how hard it is to beat a team 3 times in 1 year. We'll have to see if the Timberwolves can beat Mammoth for a 4th consecutive time here in this 2022-2023 NIHL regular season. And we're about 25-30 seconds away from puck drop here. So let's get a quick read in. The Northern Illinois Hockey League is the largest youth hockey league in Illinois and one of the largest in the country. It is made up of over 50 travel hockey organizations. Almost all the clubs are from Illinois, with a few from Indiana, Iowa, Missouri, and Wisconsin. This is the 53rd season of play in the Northern Illinois Hockey League. The NIHL member organizations field Tier 2 travel teams that compete in the Squirt, Pee-wee, Bantam, and Midget age groups defined by USA Hockey. The league also offers all girls hockey divisions each season. NIHL partners with the Chicago Blackhawks to hold this NIHL Blackhawks tournament right now. For more information about NIHL and its programs, please contact Bob Apter, the NIHL president, or visit the website at nihil.info. And we'll have to get you starters here for each squad. There are a couple of goalies on each team. I have a feeling, just based on off of our experience with these 2 teams in the past, I think for the Timberwolves, it will likely be number 33, Hayden Raby. And then down all the way at the other end of the ice, I'm guessing it will be number 50, Evan Lau. We'll see what we see. But here at Hoffman Estates, rink number 2, we are high above rink level, as they like to say. Down at one end of the ice, as you can see. And hopefully these 47-year-old eyes will be able to pick up on those numbers down at the far end of the rink.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. Not your eyes. I mean, mine are about the same too. But just so the viewers at home or wherever you're watching, so we are at the end of the rink setup here. We're not at center ice. Rink 2 does not have the opportunity to get us at center ice. So we're down here at the east end of the rink. So the long shot on the other side, we'll zoom in as best we can, but also note the net is there too. So that might distort some of the viewers, but viewing, but we'll give you it as clean as possible.
Clean as possible, and I got one of the goalies wrong. So for Mammoth, it will be number 50, Evan Lau, but down here right in front of us for the Timberwolves, it will be Maria DeAndre Carrasco getting the start for the Timberwolves. And right off the bat, the Timberwolves with a hard shot from the point. That was off the stick of Ken Snow, deflected out of play, and it'll be a face-off here as we are 8 seconds in to the first game of this Bantam Premier Select NIHL Blackhawks tournament. Draw is won by Mammoth, able to get the puck out to center ice.
15-minute periods here in Bantam Premier Select.
Yeah, they play 14-minute during the regular season, I believe. Is that correct?
Not sure in Premier. I think they might do 15.
Oh, that's right. Premier, they do 15, yeah. Right? A lot of the games we did this year were gold, silver, elite. We didn't do very many Premier games. So you're right. Good point.
And aside from the All-Star games.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the other, I don't want to call it issue, but the other thing
challenge
we're going to run into here is that as Mammoth is skating towards us here, I won't be able to tell necessarily who has the puck. So just bear with us.
That's true.
We need to be able to see the backs of their jerseys to figure out who has the puck. Who has the puck right now is Jackson Jasper. Gets the puck out of the zone. It's brought back in off sides. It'll be a face-off in the neutral zone. So a lot of whistles here. First 37 seconds as these two teams sort of feel each other out a little bit. It's a best of three. So, you can make a mistake here in the early going, give up an early goal and not feel pressured as if this was a one and done.
Yeah, that's an excellent point, Aaron. This is, even if you falter on game one, you still got a game tomorrow.
Got a game tomorrow and maybe another game on Sunday. Jasper with a little tap forward. Leaves it for Dylan Stone. Stone walks across the blue line. Little self-pass there. Has it on his backhand. Puts it in. Shot by Nathan Laubach goes wide of the net. Mammoth trying to work the puck out of their own net, out of their own zone. They can't. Hard slap shot. Knocked down, but Dylan off the stick of Dylan Stone. Knocked down before it gets in on Lau. Taken away, though, by the Timberwolves. Not a lot on net here in the early going for the Timberwolves, but a lot of possession in the first minute and a half here. Mammoth having difficulty getting their offense going. Centering feed underneath the glove of Lau into the far corner. Going over to play that is Gabriel Latowski. Backhand, hard backhand. Misses everything. Out the near side. Behind the net. That's Kean Ryder down there. Back to the point, kept in. Grayson Ditto walks in. The hard shot. And the glove and blocker save made by Evan Lau.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Aaron. Timberwolves getting a lot of zone time there. Not a whole lot on net, but a lot of zone time setting things up here in the early going.
Yeah, even that shot there looked like it was probably going to go high, but Lau held on to the puck nonetheless. Kept in again by the Timberwolves, and now it's finally cleared out by Mammoth. Mammoth has the puck. It's Garrett Haggerty, number 20, on the forecheck. Little two-hand stick action into the back of Graham Engel separates him from the puck. Haggerty right below us. Kwok now. Tin Quach has it. Big hit in the corner. Bangs into Gunnar Gallen. The puck comes out. Shot wide of DeAndre Carrasco.
We had our drone camera activated on that one.
Yes, it certainly was. Battle right in front of the benches. It's won by the Timberwolves. That's Anthony Wagner. He loses it. Mammoth tries to play the puck. They can't. Now Jasper. Jasper D to D. It's Diego Avila. Bangs it up off the boards, but right onto the stick of a Mammoth skater. Jasper has it. Pass out front to Gianni Manini. Manini walks in, whistles that shot wide of the far post. Puck pops out, and that's going to be tipped and no icing. Timberwolves will play it behind their own net. Bailey tries to play it forward, looking for Snow. Snow back to Jasper, and they reset over to the far side. Avila centering feed to Lucas Bailey. Bailey across the blue line, drops it. Nobody there, though. Mammoth trying to play the puck out of the zone. They can't. Just play it into that corner, slung around and out. And this one will come down for an icing, and a faceoff will go all the way down to the far end of the ice to the left of number 50, Evan Lau. So, yeah, again, possession definitely controlled here in the early going by the Timberwolves, but no, nothing on the board as of yet, and if you're Mammoth, that's what you're looking for, right? You just, the longer you can keep this game scoreless, the better chance you have of surprising a team that only lost once in the regular season. Shot in, score! That beats the glove side of Evan Lau, and just like that, Eric, just as I get done talking about how you keep the Timberwolves off the board, I believe that was Lucas Bailey firing that wrist shot. He's the first one to congratulate his teammates. Lucas Bailey rips that one glove side and gives the Timberwolves a 1-0 lead here in the first period.
Yeah, that was a nice wrister, firing it up high over the shoulder of Lau there, getting Timberwolves that 1-0 lead. 11:22 to go here.
And it just shows how important that offensive zone faceoff win is. It was won clearly by the Timberwolves right onto the stick of Bailey, and Bailey didn't miss.
Yeah, coming off an icing call.
Yep, absolutely. Those offensive and defensive zone draws are so critically important for both teams, right? I mean, when you're taking a faceoff in your own zone, you want to be able to win that draw and get the puck out. When you're on the offensive zone, you win the draw cleanly, you set up your offense, you get a good shot. Timberwolves got a good shot and made it count. Here's a good shot in on DeAndre Carrasco, and she makes the save. That was off the stick of Garrett Haggerty. Maria DeAndre Carrasco, confident with that glove hand.
Good idea there by Haggerty, though. Get that puck on the net. We always talk about, everyone talks about puck on net. Yep. It's never a bad play, but especially since she hasn't been tested much in the early going.
Right, yeah. I mean, goalie doesn't get tested that much. Maybe the timing is a little off. Just put it towards the net and see what happens. Hard shot knocked down and then cleared all the way around to the far side where Grayson Ditto tries to play it out. He can't. Mammoth able to keep it in for the moment. Letowski flips it out to center ice, and here come the Timberwolves again. That's Jaden Lim takes it wide. Lim now behind the net. Lim, a tour of the attacking zone. Lim at the high slot area, makes a second loop, takes the shot. It goes through the crease, comes out the other side.
He's going to do a third loop.
D to D, sharp passing there by the Timberwolves. Walking in is Kwok. He drops it there, gets it back. That's Junho Sao. Sao now at the top, at the blue line. Tries to go D to D. Puck knocked away, and Mammoth tries to get something going here, but they can't. That's So again. So with some speed as Castro hounding him. Knocked away by Luke Vosper for Mammoth. So gets it back now. Over to Kwok. Timberwolves clear that one down. The backhanded pass misses everybody. Will be an icing, and this will give Mammoth an offensive zone faceoff here with 9:55 left to go in period one. Timberwolves with a 1-0 lead. This is game one. Game two will be tomorrow.
Good thing with this angle, this is a nice shot for a face-off inside the zone.
Yeah, it's a neat angle, right? It's an angle you don't get a lot of when you're looking at offensive zone, as that puck came out into the neutral zone, and Kean Ryder couldn't play the puck back in time, so that'll be offsides. But yeah, it's a neat angle. It's a neat angle. You see some stuff that you don't normally see. There are a couple of rinks that we do that are like this, where we're at one end, and you get some interesting angles, like on power plays and things like that, where you see some stuff that you wouldn't normally see, watching a game from center ice. So it has its advantages for sure. Here comes Mammoth now, tipped away from Finn Durston, and Engel will take it for the Timberwolves. Pass knocked away. Luke Vosper plays it over to Durston, and it trickles into the Timberwolves zone. Battle in the neutral zone, and here come the Timberwolves now across the blue line, taking it wide. Shot in, hits the side of the net. That's Wolf. Leo Wolf with the one-man attack there. Got a good shot right off the near side. Mammoth tips it in deep. Jasper with a nice little stop and change of direction. Puck is cleared in by Laubach. Mammoth, little aerial pass, gets the puck across the blue line. Fake the slap shot, walking in wide. Knocked away. Mammoth has it again. That's Fritz Clark. 1 against 4 in that high slot area. Good levels by the Timberwolves to keep Mammoth, to keep Corbett. That's Benjamin Corbett. Keep him from doing anything. Clark now. Fritz Clark walking, trying to skate around again. 4 defenders and can't. It's taken away by Kevy Koo. Koo takes it wide, knocked off his stick. Tipped in to the Mammoth bench. We'll have a whistle and face-off. Almost halfway through period 1. Game 1 of 2 here tonight. The second game will feature the number 2 seed Irish Rovers taking on the number 3 seed Bloomington Thunder in that 2-3 matchup. Only 4 teams from the 7-team Bantam division make the postseason, so we literally have a semifinals and a finals. Semifinals are this weekend, and the finals will be next weekend. Puck kept in now by the Timberwolves down low. Mammoth works the puck up, and they're able to tip it out to center ice for the moment, but Grayson Ditto has it knocked off his stick. Wagner plays it forward to Koo. And here comes Mammoth. Just eludes Kevin Sherba, and that gave the Timberwolves an opportunity to play the puck out of their zone and out of trouble. Koo into the neutral zone, up ahead to Snow. Snow's banged against the board, separates them from the puck, and Mammoth comes the other direction. Across the blue line, shot goes wide. Otto now. Petriitis on the forecheck. Up ahead, that's Gianni Manini, tipped away from him. Mammoth, seems like every time Mammoth touches the puck, Eric, there are 3 or 4 white jerseys right there.
I was thinking
defending
the same
the play.
thing, Aaron. Right. I mean, they converge in a hurry. They get sticks in passing lanes. It's been tough for Mammoth to get anything generated.
Yep, absolutely. You see right there a centering feed, and there were 2 white jerseys standing there waiting, and that was Gabriel Latowski, who played it out into center ice. Mammoth regroups in their own zone. They're down 1-0 as we're under 7 minutes now left in period number 1. Over to the far side, it's Wyatt Godhay out into center ice. Puck is played and kept in. Ow!
Yeah, that was out.
Harder to tell from this angle than it is from center ice, but that puck did come out into the neutral zone, knocked back in by Gunnar Gallen. Face off in the neutral zone. 6.5 now left to go in the first period. It does look like Mammoth kind of has their legs underneath them here a little bit more now than they did in the first couple of minutes. As first 3 or 4 minutes, it was really, from a possession point of view, it was all Timberwolves. So here over the last few minutes, Mammoth's done a better job at least possessing the puck, not getting, they've only, I think, had 1 shot on goal, but at least they've been able to play with the puck in the Timberwolves defensive side of the zone. This puck is flipped out into center ice. There's a race for it. Played there by Bailey. Bailey over to Latowski. Latowski down that far side. Knocked away from him by Fritz Clark. Clark stops, tries to change direction, and there's a white jersey waiting. That pass, intended for a blue jersey, ended up on the stick of Bailey, the goal scorer. The wraparound attempt, collision, and Evan Lau is able to cover up as he holds that far post. So Lau hasn't been very busy here over the last 5 minutes. He faced 3 or 4 shots in that first couple of minutes, but like I said, Eric, here over the last 4 or 5, it's been a lot of neutral zone play and a lot of change of possession without either team really kind of asserting their dominance.
Yeah, it's been a good game from that respect, Aaron, and you would hope and expect a playoff game would have that sort of close game feel to it, and that's what we've seen so far.
Puck just sitting there in the high slot area waiting for somebody to take possession, and it is Mammoth who does take possession. It's slapped out into center ice. Jasper now for the Timberwolves. Up to Lim, who stops, comes back wide with it. Circles back to the point to Jasper. Jasper backhands it down in deep. That'll be Graham Ingle for the Timberwolves behind the net. Ingle feigns the forehand, continues on the backhand, and Mammoth sweeps it away and works it out to center ice. With some speed, just off the stick though. Jasper tries to play it for Lim, but it's behind him, but he gets it back. Jaden Lim walks in, backhanded feed for Jasper. Nice feed, and that shot whistles wide. Nice give and go by Jaden Lim and Jackson Jasper right there, but shot goes wide of the net. Mammoth slings it up off the boards, kept in by Jasper. Jasper shot over to the far side. That's Junho So, and the shot is saved and held on to by Evan Lau.
I think Jasper did a nice job of going between the circles here, making it look like he was going to take that shot and then dished it off to the left circle. So able to get that shot off.
I've been impressed with number 2 in white, Jackson Jasper, here in the early going. Called his name a bunch. He's done a nice job, both defensively and pinching at that left point. Here comes Mammoth now. That shot whistled wide. That was Sherba who took that shot attempt. Far half boards. It's Hans Petriitis battling for it with Grayson Ditto. Now it's out to center ice, right in front of the penalty bench area. Across the blue line is Dylan Stone. Stone down low is pinned against the glass nicely by Fritz Clark. And the chase checked him against the boards and stole the puck all in one motion. That was impressive by Fritz Clark. Back to Kwok. Kwok D to D. Pass up ahead just eludes Nathan Laubach, and that will be whistled for an icing. 3:37 left now in period number 1. 1-0. The number 1 seed Timberwolves with the lead on a goal by Lucas Bailey in the early going. And this is a Timberwolves team that played 18 regular season games this season and lost once. They were 14-1-3 on the regular season, outscoring their opponents by more than a 2-1 mark. So they were sort of the cream of the crop here in the Bantam Premier League this season. Mammoth hoping for the surprise upset, as they are the number 4 seed, coming in at 5, 6, and 7 in the regular season. Played over to Otto by Snow. That's an appropriate hockey name if there ever was one.
Yes.
Back for it, Garrett Haggerty for Mammoth. Haggerty behind his own net, stops. Nice little feed, trying to get it out. He can't. Shot in from the point, hits a body and goes wide into the near corner, kept in at the point. Walking around defender and pinned up against the boards is Snow. There's 5 jerseys, 3 blue jerseys, 2 white jerseys along those near boards. It's taken there by Clark. Clark flips it around. Mammoth is able to work it out into the neutral zone. Attempted self-pass by Haggerty just out of his reach. Mammoth walks in. Centering feed, nobody there. And that was unfortunate for Mammoth, is that pass, Castro was on his offhand, Eric. He wasn't able to play that puck and shoot it in one motion. If he was able to, he had a one-timer from about 10 feet in front of the net, but he had to play it backhand to forehand and just couldn't get anything on it. Timberwolves now stopping at center ice as Latowski does a pirouette and causes the Mammoth defender to go crashing into the boards. Pass up ahead off the stick of Latowski into the offensive zone. Banging into the boards is Kevy Koo, and that gives Mammoth a chance to work it out. All right, folks, sorry
Tied at
about that.
1.
We lost the feed, and in the time we lost the feed and got it back, Mammoth was able to get a goal. It was number 71, Leo Wolf, was able to put the puck past Maria DeAndre Carrasco and get this thing tied here in the first period. Again, it was an offensive zone draw, Eric, and Wolf was just able to bang the puck past DeAndre Carrasco and get this thing even.
Well, 2 icing calls, resulting in 2 goals, 1 at each end.
Yep.
Little things mean big things in playoff hockey, Aaron.
Yeah, absolutely. I
seeing
mean,
that.
right. Every mistake, every play is amplified, right?
Yep.
You know, and again, because it's a best of 3, you don't necessarily have to worry if you make a mistake. You know, if you lose game 1, there's a game 2 and a game 3, but every one of those mistakes gets compounded. And you're right. We saw it here. A couple of icing calls on each team led directly to offensive zone draws and led to goals for each team. So it's 1-1 now here in the first period. So just under a minute left. Timberwolves and Mammoth tied at 1, and the faceoff will come down to the left of Evan Lau. Taking the draw for the Timberwolves will be Ken Snow, number 56. Wins the draw, but Mammoth is there. It's played back to the point. The shot hits a body and comes out. Race for the puck. Mammoth is going to get there first. Taking it wide, taking it deep is Castro. Castro back to Gallon. Gallon has the puck now, walks out with it, tries to center it, stolen away by Lim. Lim now down the far side, pushed up against the boards by Gordon Rubens. Has it down low, back to the point. Pass in, that was Kwok. Knocked down deep by the Timberwolves. Behind the net, the Timberwolves have it with 22 seconds left. Centering feed shot, and the save is made by Lau. As So got all of that one, Eric. He was inside the faceoff dot and got a ton on that shot, but the save was made.
Mammoth fans had their arms up signaling a penalty. They thought one of their players was hooked going along the boards there.
Hey, this is playoff hockey, right? They're going to let a little bit more go, I think. Draws one back to the point. That's Jasper. Goes D to D. Looking for the one-timer was Diego Avila. Misses him. Avila's able to knock the puck into the air, but Mammoth skates in. Mammoth walks in. Shot just under the stick of Gallon. That was Haggerty looking for Gallon. Haggerty had a shot, attempted the pass, and I mean, if that pass connects, it's in the back of the net, but it does not connect. It stays out of the net, and we will go to the second period here, all tied at 1.
Yeah, like we talked about, Aaron, both goals coming off of after a icing call. So Lau was victimized by the Timberwolves for the first goal, and then DeAndre Carrasco victimized on the second goal, both coming off offensive zone draws after an icing call.
Yep. All teams have obviously finished their regular season play. We're in the NIHL Blackhawks tournament. Keep your eye on the NIHL.info website and the NIHL Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages for upcoming broadcasts of NIHL games. Our next broadcast immediately after this game will be tomorrow when Eric and I will be in Chicago at the beautiful Fifth Third Arena for a pair of Squirt Premier Select tournament games. The Stallions in Rockford, Winnetka, and the Ice Dogs, 12-10 and 150 puck drops. Tune in on the NIHL Facebook page. NIHL players and goalies. NIHL's best flow is back. This is a fun celebration of the best hockey hair in the league, and there is always great enthusiasm for this promotion from players and fans. All the entries are now in. Follow the NIHL Facebook page and see what weekdays you'll be able to vote for your favorites. One player represents their team in the contest. In the end, there will be a youth and coach winner. They will win prizes for their teams and for themselves. Prizes are sponsored by Jerry's Hockey and the Northern Illinois Hockey League. Be sure to make your voice heard as we will see who will be named NIHL's Best Flow 2023. We are about ready for second period action. The teams switch sides. So Mammoth really asserted themselves, Eric, after that first really 3 or 4 minutes where it was pretty much all Timberwolves from a possession perspective. Here comes Haggerty with a shot, and he scores! Garrett Haggerty right on cue, Eric, talking about how Mammoth really has looked comfortable here over the last 10 or 12 minutes. 13 seconds into the first period, he gives Mammoth a 2-1 lead.
That was just a nice shot, beating DeAndres Carrasco to the stick side, low. 2-1 lead here for Mammoth.
Yeah, and they just let Haggerty walk into that slot area undefended, and he didn't miss, and he's got the puck back again. So Mammoth showing a little bit of a fight here in them as they came into this NIHL Blackhawks tournament with a losing record on the season, taking on a team that only lost one game in the regular season. And 30 seconds into the second period, they have a 1-goal lead and really have outplayed the Timberwolves for the last 10 minutes or so of hockey. There's a big collision right in front of the Mammoth bench, and it looks like Lucas Bailey is going to go for the high hit there. Number 53 in white's going to go for the rough. There was a collision there. And I think that looked a whole lot worse than it was because Bailey was bigger than the player he ran into. But Bailey goes to the box, and Mammoth has a power play.
Yeah, I mean, safety is always the key here in hockey leagues, especially NIHL as well. And so when in doubt, make the call. You know, it was a tough play along the boards, and I think you're right. It looked worse than what it was, but he was a little off balance, and then the contact, just you have to make the call just for player safety reasons.
Yep. Timberwolves are able to work the puck out into center ice. There's another collision right in front of the penalty box. 2 blue jerseys and 2 white jerseys as Timberwolves are content just to let that puck sit there. Walk out into the neutral zone with it. That was Ditto. Lynn just backhands it down in deep. Rubens now on the far side has it as Mammoth looks to get their power play here started. Emmett Ball walks out into center ice, across the blue line with it. Ball takes it deep. Ball with the shot. There was a rebound opportunity there, and a miscommunication on that pass back to the point forces Mammoth to have to go back into their offensive zone. That's Tucker Core able to play the puck forward, but right onto the stick of a Timberwolves player. It's cleared out, and icing is waved off. Liked what I saw from Rubens there. He tried to draw that icing call. He took his sweet time getting down to play that puck, but the official wasn't having any of it.
We saw what offensive zone draws mean already.
That's right. That's Rubens right in front of us.
Ooh.
Camera high in the sky down in this near corner. Up ahead, that's Theo. Over to Fritz Clark with the shot.
Oh, wow.
And I don't think DeAndre Carrasco saw that, Eric. She was looking to her left. That puck came out to her right. Centering feed knocked away nicely by Ditto.
Yeah, she was fortunate. That hit a skate and ricocheted into the near corner.
Here comes Laubach in. Backhand on the shorthand opportunity. Save made by Lau. They try to catch the Timberwolves in a break or in a line change here. Here comes Haggerty 1-on-3. Has the puck in that far corner now. Haggerty along the far half boards. Haggerty now down low, below the red line. Tries to center it, hits a stick and bounces up in the air. It's in that high slot, hard shot off the stick of Leo Wolf, who has one of the goals. Wolf in the corner now with Jackson Jasper, and that will do it on the power play. Here come the Timberwolves now. That's Stone. Stone, a little bit of misplays it a little bit there, and Lau with that diving attempt to his right to cover it up.
You know, on the finishing seconds of that power play with Mammoth down in the offensive zone there, I think there was a missed opportunity to get it to Clark at the left point there. Instead, the skater changed directions and tried to go in towards the corner. I thought he could have got it to the point, at least get another shot off.
Face off to the right of Evan Lau. Gave up a goal early in that first period, but really hasn't faced a ton of rubber since that point. That one he sticks up into the netting, but he's looked comfortable. Like he gave up that goal in the first period. It was a wrist shot by Lucas Bailey that just beat him glove side, just beat him clean. Hasn't faced a lot of shots since that point, but has looked pretty comfortable in net. Puck kept in there. That's Koo. And it's banged out to center ice. Race for the puck again. Wagner's going to be the first one on it. Plays it over to the far side. Up into center ice, knocked away. And Benjamin Finnemore. First time I've called his name, has the puck. Loses it, though, to Wagner. Wagner backhands it down in deep where Kean Ryder has it. Tries to come around the far side with it. 2-on-1, and we're going to have a penalty called here on Mammoth. And Timberwolves are going to get their first power play opportunity here with 10:56 left to go in the middle period. I don't know if that's going to be...
Instead of hook.
It's going to be a hook on, I think it's going to be on Hans Petriaitis, number 66, going to the box. So Timberwolves with a chance to get this thing even. They currently trail 1-0, or 2-1 rather, excuse me. They had a 1-0 lead.
Yep.
Haggerty on the draw. He's been the best Timberwolf skater, or so the best Mammoth skater here so far tonight. He, along with the man with the puck right now, Fritz Clark, has been really solid defensively. Clark gets it out to center ice, but coming right back in is Lucas Bailey. Bailey tipped away by Haggerty. Haggerty tries the self-pass, but there's Jackson Jasper again, Eric, knocking that puck away. Up ahead to Ken Snow. Snow over to the far side, over to Manini. Gianni Manini has the puck knocked away.
Gate did a nice job of getting in front of that puck and knocking it away.
A couple of potential shorthanded opportunities for Mammoth, but good defense by the Timberwolves and good defense by Mammoth to keep the Timberwolves out of the offensive zone. Minute 17 left on the power play. Here come the Timberwolves now. And miscommunication. Not miscommunication, but Gabriel Latowski just in a bit ahead of the play, and that kind of screwed everything up and forces them to reset. Here comes Gianni Manini, though. Manini walks in. Manini with the backhanded pass over to Latowski. Back to the point. Latowski gets it back from Bailey. They play catch. Down low. Puck bounces away from Manini. Manini gets it back to the point to Jasper. Jasper with the shot through some traffic. Back to the point again. There's Jasper. Jasper with the shot, and the puck deflects into the near corner. Clark plays the puck up, and it's scaled out by Gallen. That will be an icing, but nice job by Mammoth to keep the Timberwolves on the outside on that power play, not let anything get into that blue paint area or into that danger zone in between the dots.
On the same token, though, I did like the puck movement.
Yeah.
From the Timberwolves on that, looking to get the best shot possible. They did get one off, just wasn't able to get it on the Lau.
Theou wins the draw back to Ball. Ball plays it to himself off the back of the net. We have a player without a helmet and a whistle. And fortunate for the Timberwolves there, as Ball was taken down by Lim on the near side here. But because Laubach lost his helmet, there was an automatic whistle and a stoppage of play. Laubach has to go to the bench because he loses his helmet, and the draw will come outside of the zone.
Assistant coach taking a look at the helmet there, seeing if there's anything that needs to be fixed.
Theou on the draw for Mammoth. You just won a defensive zone draw, and Mammoth wins that draw again. Back to Ball. Ball has a stick lifted, taken away by Stone. Stone plays the puck into the corner. That's Wagner. Wagner centering feed, trying to get it to Stone. He can't. The hard slap shot deflects over to the far half boards. And there's 6 seconds left on the power play. Puck is played up ahead to Leo Wolf. Wolf gets around the defense, has Theou in front of the net. Not able to get the shot off, but that will do it on the power play. So a couple of potential scoring opportunities for Mammoth on the PK. And that will be an icing. The puck will go down to the far side. And Eric, we've seen this already a couple of times. Icings lead directly to goals, one for each team here in this one. So we'll see if Mammoth can take advantage of this icing and give themselves a two-goal cushion here in the second period. It's going to be Gunnar Gallen taking the draw for Mammoth. Puck is won, put towards, and deflects into the far corner, but the draw was won by Mammoth. Wagner plays the puck out, not able to get it out of the zone, though, kept in by Rubens. Rubens puts it towards the goal, and DeAndre Carrasco covers up with that big left glove for a whistle.
Good play by Rubens there, just to keep it softly along the far boards and then get a shot off. put it on DeAndre Carrasco.
Draw to the left now of DeAndre Carrasco. Battle for it. Ooh, dangerous there. Shot in from the point.
Ooh.
Deflects wide from Emmett Ball. And those are the kinds of angles, kind of shots that we get and kind of perspectives that we get from this angle. Watching Ball take that shot right from the point and seeing it go through the traffic and hitting a butt. You can just see, how small that window is to get that puck in on net. But it is a neat viewing angle to see, like I said, some of those things that you don't normally see.
No, that's a good point, because on that particular shot, we could barely see DeAndre Carrasco.
Right, absolutely. Here's Haggerty, pushed up into the boards by Letowski. Kept in at the point, wrist shot, deflected down. Another shot attempt by Santiago Castro, and we have a whistle, and I think stick got stuck in a skate.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I don't see a penalty box or anything like that. So
Letowski went down in that far corner. Doesn't appear shaken up or anything, but nonetheless, we're going to have a whistle and a face-off to the left of Maria DeAndre Carrasco here with 7:42 left to go in the second period. Mammoth with a 2-1 lead over the Timberwolves. Puck comes in right on DeAndre Carrasco. Leo Wolf just chopped at that puck off the draw. Wolf with the first goal of the game, and you'll just have to trust us as unfortunately we lost our internet connection there for a second. And in that time, Mammoth was able to get the game tied. And 13 seconds into the second period, they were able to take the lead on a goal by Garrett Haggerty. Timberwolves now coming right at you. Self-pass attempt taken away by Clark. Clark plays it up ahead to Eftathiou. Back into the neutral zone and played in offsides. Yeah. Benjamin Corbett didn't really have anywhere to go with the puck there. There was a white jersey standing right in front of him, so he did the only thing he could do and deke around him, but deking around him brought him into the offensive zone. Eftathiou on the draw for Mammoth. Wins it. Over to Wolf. Wolf to Godhe, who plays it in deep. That's Jackson Jasper for the Timberwolves. Comes back the other way. Aggressive forecheck here by Mammoth. And Jasper's able to work it out into the neutral zone. Loses it, though, taken away by Corbett. Corbett, top of the left face-off dot shot, deflects wide.
It's a nice poke check by Corbett to turn that into an offensive opportunity.
Cleared around to the far point, kept in there by Eftathiou. Eftathiou's with the shot in, pad save, backhand, another right pad save made by DeAndre Carrasco. And this gives the Timberwolves an opportunity to break out. Hard shot in by Bailey. Loud drops it, but is able to cover up. That was a quick release off the stick of Lucas Bailey.
You talked about that on the other end. DeAndre Carrasco, that pad save, we could hear that all the way back. You know a pad save.
That's how I knew it was a pad save. I couldn't see it because of the bodies in front of the net, but I could hear both of the pad saves. One of the many sounds I love about a hockey game.
Oh yeah.
Puck hitting a pad, puck hitting the post.
Yep.
You know, that ping sound, you just love it, right?
Slapper.
Yep. A nice crisp slapper where you get all of the puck. Absolutely.
Just don't like whistles.
Yeah, nah, we could do without the whistles. Puck played forward here by Finnemore. Taken back by Jaden Lim. Knocked into the Mammoth zone. It's played forward to Tucker Core. Core loses it to Graham Engel. Mammoth tries to play it back to the puck, back to the point. They can't. Timberwolves steal it. That's Lim. Jaden Lim takes it wide. Down low, Lim flips it over to Engel. Engel and Lim play catch. Puck squirts out into the slot area, and it's taken by Core. Core 3-on-2, and we're going to have a whistle and a penalty called here on, I think Benjamin Finnemore is going to go to the box for a hook behind the play. Not a good penalty by Mammoth there. They had a 3-on-2 breakout going the other direction. Finnemore hooked down Jaden Lim, and that's going to give the Timberwolves another power play.
Yeah, that was an easy call for the referee. Like you said, behind the play, there's only two players there.
Right, behind the play, it's literally the goalie
Yeah.
One offensive player, one defensive player, and the official.
Yep.
So you aren't going to get away with that one. And the Timberwolves, and if you're Mammoth, Eric, this is what you can't do, right? You have a 2-1 lead against a team that lost one game in the regular season. You can't give them these types of opportunities. Silly penalties, you can't do that. So we'll see if the Timberwolves are able to take advantage here.
Looks like that penalty's on Kevin Sherba, number 17.
He's on 17, okay, not 14. My apologies to Benjamin Finnemore. I don't want to call him a cheater.
Hey. Just an infraction.
That's true. Timberwolves have the puck backhanded out to center ice. That is Lim. Lim plays it forward through to Manini. Gianni Manini, a wide open net.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Gianni Manini walked in, deked the goalie, had a gaping net, and just put it off the far post.
Wow.
Manini will never have an easier opportunity at a goal right there. He just, I don't want to say he overthought it, but he had that goalie beat and just was not able to tuck it in. Another breakout opportunity here, though. That's Ken Snow walking in. Snow in, shot save, loud. Puck is tipped in by Manini. So Gianni Manini, quick redemption there, Eric, is able to tip home the rebound on the power play, and we're all nodded at 2.
Well, you saw how aggressive Law was in coming out of the net to stop the initial shot, but there was a lot of space in between after he made that initial save. And as you said, they were able to tip it past Lau to get the equalizer, 4:26 to go.
And initially, I thought Lau made the save and covered up.
Yeah.
The way he dove forward like that, it looked like he covered up. Excuse me, but it squirted out behind him, and Manini didn't miss the second opportunity. So we are all nodded at 2, but here's a chance. Shot off the glove of DeAndre Carrasco into the corner. Down deep. Timberwolves have it. That's so. High slot area kept in by Mammoth at the point, but it's fired into the bench. So there will be a face-off outside.
So we've had
outside.
2 offensive zone goals and then a power play goal.
Yep.
So again, every little play is magnified, as we talked about.
Well, I mean, I said it right as soon as the power play started that you don't want to give the Timberwolves these types of opportunities. Frankly, Mammoth had outplayed them since about the 8-minute mark of that first period. They had really outplayed the Timberwolves for the majority of this game.
Right.
And you look up and it's a tie score, because of frankly, an unnecessary penalty behind the play when your team had an on-man rush going the other direction. Here come the Timberwolves again. Shot in, left pad save, rebound. Lau's there, makes the second attempt. Whistle blows as they lost sight of the puck, but Lau never really had complete possession of it. So fortunate there for Mammoth. Face off to the right of Lau. Lau back battling down low. Swept forward. Stone with the hard shot. Lau flashes the leather with Lauback standing right there waiting for the rebound. Hard shot from that slot area, but Evan Lau, number 50, makes the save.
Stone just put his palms up to the sky there. It's like,
Yep. The puck looked like it was up on edge, Eric.
Yeah.
When he hit it, it was sort of tumbling towards Lau. The puck wasn't laying clean on the ice.
Sometimes that could fool the goalie, too.
Yeah, you get that knuckle shot.
Right.
Castro tries to walk forward with the draw. He can't.
Oh,
nice move. There's shot, score.
Wow.
So there's Stone. He gets another opportunity, Eric. A little dangle.
Holy cow.
The little inside-out dangle by Dylan Stone gives himself the space that he needs, rifles it past Lau, and the Timberwolves have taken a 3-2 lead.
You said it exactly, Aaron. There was not much space there. He had to create the space with the dangle, got just enough room, and then fired it by Lau. 3-2. Timberwolves here, 2 goals here in a matter of a couple minutes.
Yep, 2 goals in a couple of minutes, and you're right, Eric. He was sort of dancing around in a phone booth, as they say there, and he was able to get himself some space over by that far right faceoff dot. And
got a penalty on
Laubach
in 94. I don't know if it was like
unsportsmanlike
or something. We didn't see the exact call, but 94 is in the box.
Yep. So Mammoth will go back on. Will go on the power play here now, trailing 3-2.
Huh. Well, if you're the Timberwolves, you don't want to give back momentum to Mammoth.
Right. It's I mean, penalties in the pace of play, like they happen, right? Tripping penalties, holding penalties, hooking penalties, they happen. Roughing penalties. But the hook that was called on Mammoth was a silly penalty.
Yep.
And then that there by Laubach was a silly penalty. Like those are the things you don't want to do in the playoffs. Opportunity here for Mammoth. Shot in, goes up over the net. That was off the stick of Fritz Clark. That was made, though, by Haggerty, again, who created some space at that far post. Puck is covered up by DeAndre Carrasco.
A lot of hacking and whacking going on at that end of the ice there.
Yep.
It's been a good game.
It has been a good game. I mean, Mammoth did what you're supposed to do, right? You play the puck until you hear the whistle.
Yep.
On the draw for Mammoth will be Garrett Haggerty. Wins it cleanly. The shot in. DeAndre Carrasco makes the save. Kept in at the point. That's Godhay. Godhay has the puck at the top of the faceoff dot. Plays it back to Haggerty. Back to Godhay. Godhay back to Haggerty. Haggerty back to Godhay. They just play catch on that far side. Godhay tries to get it back to the point over to Clark. Does. The shot in. Rebound. Nope. Back to Clark, though, at the point. Clark again. 55 seconds left now. Good movement on this Mammoth power play. Clark playing catch down there.
They're trying to get it through. They just can't.
Yep, they can't. Timberwolves doing a good job of taking away the middle of the ice on that power play. And the puck is flipped out, back in, offsides, face off in the neutral zone. 2:03 left to go in the second period. 40 seconds left on the penalty to Nathan Laubach.
Yeah, good penalty kill work there by the Timberwolves to keep Mammoth out on the perimeter.
Draws one by Mammoth. Walking in with it is Wolf. Wolf gets the shot in and hits a stick and just trickles in to DeAndre Carrasco, and Maria covers up. We are here at the Hoffman Estates Ice Arena. This is the practice home of the Chicago Wolves. This was the site of the very first Stream Sports Midwest broadcast.
It is.
About a year and a half ago. Yeah. Right, it's literally right here. Walking in, that's Wolf taking a tour of the offensive zone, drops it back to Rubens. Rubens back to Wolf. Wolf backs out. Back to Rubens. Rubens fakes the slap shot over to Clark now. Clark walks in deep. Below the red line. Behind the net now. Tipped away. Gets it back. And that's going to do it on the power play to Laubach. Cross ice pass to Eftathiou. Over to Wolf. Wolf with the shot. Hits a body in front. And the puck will come out to the Mammoth defensive zone. Eftathiou goes one way, then back the other. Nice move to get away from Gianni Manini right there. Pass up ahead, stolen away by Latowski. Latowski walks in, knocked off the puck, and Clark plays it out to center ice, being hounded by Lynn. Clark walks in on the backhand. Puck finds the stick of Corbett, but goes wide. Mammoth behind the net as we're under a minute now left in the second period. 3-2, Timberwolves with the lead. That's Manini, second goal scorer. Manini and Eftathiou go into each other. Manini down low, plays it to Latowski, hits Rubens, doesn't know where it is. Latowski gets it back. Nice move by Latowski to get some space there. He flipped the puck between the legs and then a little spinorama there to clear some space. But this is going to be an icing and plenty of time here for the Timberwolves to set up shop and get an offensive zone or possession here. 15 seconds left in the second period.
Well, we've seen some nifty stick handling here. First from Stone on that goal, and then Latowski there trying to create something.
Draw to the right, allow. Walking in with it, or trying to walk in with it, was So. Puck is scaled out. That's going to be another icing, and still enough time for the Timberwolves to get something here as we're under 6 seconds, but that's still more than enough time to win a draw, get a shot. So if you're Mammoth, an important defensive zone face-off here with 5.7 seconds left. Try to get this thing into the third period. It looks like they are going to do just that as they win the draw, and so bangs Petriitis into the boards, and that will do it for the second period. A second period that saw the Timberwolves pot 2, saw Mammoth pot 1, and we go to the third with the number 1 seed Timberwolves leading 3-2.
Good second period there by both teams. The Mammoth getting that early goal to stake out to a 2-1 lead, and then having the Timberwolves get 2 goals in a couple minutes there to retake the lead. Very competitive game.
Yeah, it's going to be a little disheartening if you're Mammoth, because, again, they really, for the majority of that second period and the first period, frankly, outplayed the Timberwolves. And you look up here after 30 minutes and you're down 3-2.
Yep.
The Chicago Blackhawks are proud to sponsor the Northern Illinois Hockey League. Hawks fans, be sure to check out these upcoming games. Tomorrow, the Blackhawks are north of the border in Winnipeg, taking on the Jets at 9 p.m. Then Valentine's Day. What says love better than Blackhawks and Canadians hockey, an original 6 matchup?
There you go, Aaron.
What says Valentine's Day better than original 6 hockey, Eric?
Hey, nothing.
And then Wednesday the 15th, they stay north of the border, taking on the Maple Leafs. Don't miss the Chicago Blackhawks in action.
Back-to-back original 6. Well, when you make the Montreal trip, you're usually going to
hit Toronto
trip,
too. Yep. The Chicago Blackhawks are proud to announce that it's never too early to start planning your spring and summer. To check out all the exciting upcoming Blackhawks camps and tournaments, head over to blackhawks.com/youthhockey. So we have 15 minutes left to go. Whoever wins this game will be in command of this best-of-3 series. Game 2 will be tomorrow afternoon at 2:20. Same arena, same rink. Rink 2 here at the Hoffman Estates Ice Arena. Mammoth looking for the upset here as the Timberwolves 14-1-3 in the regular season, but have their hands full with the number 4 seed Mammoth here in the game 1 of this series. Diego Avila goes in ahead of the play. That is an offsides.
A little one extra stick handling move too many, and offsides is the call.
Draw here is won by Jackson Jasper. Jasper walks in. Walks back out, passes it over to Wagner. Wagner's shot deflects wide. Mammoth tips it forward. It's kept in at the point, though, by Avila. The shot in and out of the glove of Lau. Mammoth has it behind their net. Taken right back, though, by the Timberwolves centering feed. Collision there against the far boards. Kept in by Jasper at the near point. Jasper, nifty little feed down to the near half boards. Pass into the high slot area. Gets underneath Jasper's stick, but Avila will be there to play the puck. Gets it up ahead to Wagner. Wagner back into his own zone. Snow, little miscommunication there. Dangerous pass. Almost an opportunity for Haggerty right in front of the net, but too many white jerseys. Avila plays it up and just sweeps it the length of the ice for an icing. Just underway here in the third period, about a minute and a half gone. Timberwolves with a 3-2 lead. Game 2 of our NIHL Blackhawks tournament, Bantam 14U tournament, starts at 9 or 9-ish, I should say, here tonight. And that'll be the number 2 seed, the Irish Rovers, taking on the number 3 seed, Bloomington Thunder, in a 2-3 matchup. Should be a lot of fun. Some players on that Irish Rovers team that you and I know well and are looking forward to seeing in that game. Puck played, kept in though by Mammoth at that point, at the far point.
And I know you saw a lot of these players during the All-Star game too that you did for Bantam.
Yep, I was fortunate enough to do the Bantam 14U. Eric, you were on the other rink. I think you did 18U and 16U, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so some of these names were part of that 14U playoff game, or that 14U All-Star game. Nathan Laubach was on that team. Gianni Manini was on that team. I think FTTU was on that team as well. So yeah, there are a handful of names that I remember seeing from that All-Star day up in Vernon Hills. Shot in and out of the glove of DeAndre Carrasco.
It's a casual save there.
I was going to say that was a casual, like it almost looked like she dropped the puck on purpose to play it to her defenseman. But yeah, that looked really, really casual with the blue jersey standing right in front of her.
I know if I was a goalie, I'd be like panicking. He's like, oh,
right,
come on.
Yeah, jumping on the puck at every opportunity.
Right.
Sure.
As we always say, goalies are a different breed, Aaron.
They certainly are a different breed. That is for sure. Draws one here by the Timberwolves. That's Jasper. I feel like I've been calling his name all night long. Jackson Jasper, number 2. Behind the net. Gallen has the puck, tries to flip it out into the crease, into the slot area. He can't. Avila has it, throws it up to the point. Kept in nicely there at the point. Walking out is Haggerty. Haggerty loses it. Stone as one of the goals. He has the puck right now. Stone takes it wide on Clark. Centering feed. Puck behind the net. Back to the point. That's Diego Avila. Avila walks around Gallen. Walking in now. Shot in up over the net. Letowski has his shot deflected. Laubach. Kept in at the point smartly by Avila. Avila gets it to Laubach. Laubach turns around and whistles it over to the far side. Nobody there, and the Timberwolves have to clear the zone, and they'll start over. Letowski walking in 1-on-5, offsides. So they clear the zone. Letowski circles and goes in offsides. So 11:59 left to go now in the third period. Timberwolves looking to take a 1-0 lead in this best-of-3 playoff series. Tomorrow, Eric and I will be at Fifth Third Arena, home of the Chicago Stallions, for the Squirt. The Squirts will take center ice, so to speak, in their premier select matchup. The 10Us will be featured here on the NIHL Facebook page. Puck deflects up into the Mammoth bench.
And we're getting a nice mix in this weekend.
Yeah.
You know, getting the Bantam tonight, Squirt Saturday, and then on Sunday
at the Pee-wees.
At Glacier for the Pee-wees.
And maybe Monday. Monday as well. If necessary, Monday.
I think Mondays are necessary.
Mondays, you can't have Tuesday without Monday.
Yeah.
Right? Mondays are definitely necessary. That's Manini. Draw pass. Bailey. Back to the point. Shot in from the point. Doesn't make it through. That was Ditto. Took that shot from the point. Hit a bunch of bodies. Cleared in by Manini. Chasing it down will be Kian Ryder. Ryder behind his net, leaves it, slung around the near side. Kept in down there by Engel. Graham Engel, number 48, banged against the boards. Engel walks out with it, though, battling with Ryder. Ryder bangs into Manini. Behind the net. Engel, little deke there, gets some space, centering feed, looking for Bailey. Gets it back. Pinned up against the boards, though, by Wolf. Timberwolves doing a nice job possessing the puck here on this shift, and that forces Mammoth to ice it. Theou gave it a nice chase, but that was going to be an icing, and it'll be a face-off again for the Timberwolves in the offensive zone. And this feels more like what we saw in the first 3 or 4 minutes of the hockey game, Eric, where there's a lot of possession by the Timberwolves, not necessarily a lot of dangerous scoring opportunities, but a lot of possession in the Mammoth defensive zone.
I agree. Yeah, it does have that feel to it right now. Obviously, if you're Mammoth, you need to flip the script here a little bit. Still a lot of time.
A lot of time left. Absolutely. That was Jaden Lim with some fancy stick work. Back to the point. Shot by Jasper. Deflects wide behind the net now. Squirts out to the near side. Mammoth now able to play the puck out into center ice. I would have liked to have seen that Mammoth skater just skate that into the neutral zone. He had a lot of open space. Tried to make the pass, and you can see he's patting himself on the chest saying, my bad. He had a lot of open space there. That was why Godhay could have skated right into the neutral zone, right up to the blue line here, attempted that pass, and it led to an offsides and a neutral zone face-off.
Yeah, and what helped the Timberwolves on that end is their D got back in a hurry.
Yep. So has the puck. Knocked away from him. but onto the stick of Avila, who backhands it down in deep. Jaden Lim. Lim, a really fancy stick puck handler. Has those moves. You saw it right there as he was able to create some space, but a race for the puck here going to be won by Jasper with Core bearing down there. So now walks out with it. Across the blue line, takes it wide. Stops at the left half boards. Tipped back towards the point. And Mammoth not able to get it out. It's kept in at the point nicely by the Timberwolves. 6 skaters right along the blue line, and it is finally cleared out to center ice. Avila now. Snow just dumps it in and goes for the change. Jasper, I feel like he's been out there the entire game. Jackson Jasper. Just as he was about to go for a change, he was forced to stay on the ice because Mammoth took control of the puck. Avila and Sherba battle for it. Avila gets it back. Gets it over to Jasper. Jasper backhands it around. Wagner up off the boards, kept in at the point. Down low, Jasper turns around and fires it out to center ice. And that'll be an icing.
Now Jasper can get a breather.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yes.
And Mammoth, an unfortunate offsides there. Just sort of I don't want to say careless, but maybe not necessarily knowing where your teammates are on the ice. Emmett Ball just turned around and fired that puck back into the offensive zone while there were still 2 blue jerseys in that zone. So we'll have a face-off at center ice. Eftathiou overskates the puck. It's taken away by Letowski. Letowski up ahead to Koo. Mammoth now. Nice little self-pass. Pass eludes Eftathiou, and that allows Ditto to backhand it around to Kwok. Kwok passes it up into the neutral zone. Over to Koo now. Koo tries to split the defense and can't. Mammoth gets it up to Eftathiou. Eftathiou plays it out into center ice. Bounces right at the Timberwolves blue line. 7:45 left to go in the hockey game. 3-2, Timberwolves with the lead. Letowski now. Gets around Castro. Gets around Gallen. Not able to get around the other layers of Mammoth defense, though. Good defense by Mammoth. Here's a chance. Knocked away by Kwok from Castro. Castro could have walked in all alone. He had been able to play that puck. Ryder plays it up ahead into center ice. And I think we're going to have a penalty called here on the Timberwolves. A rough. There was a Mammoth skater down on one knee in his own zone. And that looks like Nathan Laubach going to go to the box for roughing. I believe that was number 94. Yep. We'll see in a second. Yep, Laubach in the box for the second time here this evening. His team is up 3-2. So if you're Mammoth, now's the time, right? You have an offensive zone draw. You have a skater advantage. And take advantage of it and try to get this thing tied.
Another penalty behind the play.
Yep. Yeah, we've seen a couple of those here tonight. One on Mammoth, and that was costly because that was the goal that tied the game for the Timberwolves. Mammoth works it into the offensive zone. Along the right half boards, back to the point. Shot in from the point, doesn't make it through. Clark just tips it forward. Nice play there by Bailey. Gets it up ahead to Snow. Snow walks in, top of the near faceoff dot. Shot, save made by Evan Lau. And he covers and holds on. And that was all made down here to our right by Ken Snow, Eric.
Why is the clock?
Oh, he dropped the puck. They didn't blow the whistle.
I thought they did, yeah.
There was nobody around Lau, and the official just didn't blow the whistle, so they forced Lau to play it. Clark now down low. Back to the point. Shot in, score! We have a brand new hockey game. The shot from the point. That was Haggerty again, Eric. Put the puck on the net. Good things happen. I don't think that hit anything. I think it just went off the stick of DeAndre Carrasco and into the back of the net.
And again, another behind the play penalty resulting in a power play goal. One for each team now, Aaron. Those things are costly.
Yep.
All tied up, 6:17 to go.
Could we be headed
So
for overtime?
All right.
I was going to say free hockey, but technically this is all free hockey, right?
Sure.
No one's paying for this.
Well,
I mean, technically NIHL's paying for it, but the people watching it at home
yes.
aren't paying for it, so it's free hockey for them.
Yes.
So Mammoth, 0-3 against the Timberwolves this season, lost 5-2, 5-3, and 6-0. Currently in a 3-3 dogfight with a one-loss Timberwolf team, and that'll be an offsides. Face-off will come outside the zone. And Eric, you've said it a couple of times. This game really is boiling down to, I mean, call them what they are. They're careless mistakes. Penalties, unnecessary penalties behind the play, icing the puck and losing defensive zone draws have led to goals for each team. So, you know, we've said it a couple of times. Those issues are amplified in the playoffs.
I mean, and icing's going to happen, but, you know, like, was it a smart ice, you know, or was it just, like you said, something careless?
Yep, that shot in on Lau deflects into the near corner. One-time attempt. Mammoth will walk out with it. 5.5 left to go. Walking in, shot over the net by Corbett. Ditto and Wolf battle for it. Kwok has it behind his own net now. Flips it up forward to Lim. Lim plays it through. Knocked away, though. So, across the red line. Into the Mammoth zone. Back to play it, though, is Fritz Clark. Hey, you know, and if this is what we're going to get for the NIHL Premier Select Chicago Blackhawks tournament games this weekend, if this game is any indication of what the next 5 are going to look like, this is going to be a fun weekend for the two of us, I think.
It will. No, offsides.
Offsides whistled down. Under 5 minutes left to go. 3-3. So the Timberwolves took a 1-0 lead in the first period. Mammoth would come back, score the next 2, and take a 2-1 lead. Then the Timberwolves would score 2 goals in about 70 seconds to take a 3-2 lead at the end of the second. And here on the power play, second goal of the game for Garrett Haggerty. This one from the point gets this thing tied. Haggerty's been the best skater on the ice for Mammoth here this evening. On the stick of Gianni Manini now. Manini has a goal. Manini and Haggerty bang into each other. Puck cleared to space. Avila tips it forward. Snow and Bailey play catch up ahead to Manini. That trickles in on Lau. He will cover up. And a whistle. 4:13 now left to go in the third. Draw to the right of Evan Lau. And none of the goals that either of the goalies have given up, you would say, have been, I would say, bad goals. Good, sharp goaltending tonight.
Mammoth stick by Jasper there.
Yeah, good stick by Jasper, knocking the puck away from Haggerty. Kept in at the point, though. Here is Haggerty. Haggerty with a little self-pass. Puck in the slot area. Shot off the post and stays out of the net.
Wow. I don't know how.
That
it hit the crossbar.
The backhand off the crossbar came down right behind DeAndre Carrasco, fell down right on the red line, and somehow stayed out of the net. Wow. We are inches away from Mammoth taking a 4-3 lead in this hockey game.
That was incredible.
Here's another chance for Mammoth. Kwok and Clark bang into each other. Kwok has it.
Called his name a lot.
Yep. Pass up ahead to Koo, knocked down. Walking in all alone is Wagner. Wagner in. Not able to get the shot off. Walked in all alone. Good back check by Mammoth. And Wagner not able to get that shot. It stays 3-3 as we're under 3 minutes now. In the offensive zone, offside. So there's been a whale of a hockey game, Eric. I mean, you know, we haven't, like I said earlier, we haven't done many Premier Select games this year. So we don't have a lot to go on, right? We look at the standings and we go, all right, well, it looks like the Timberwolves obviously were the kind of the cream of the crop in the Bantam division this season. But and these two teams have played about as even a hockey game as you're going to see.
You're not kidding about that. It's been very competitive.
Here's another chance for Mammoth. Shot in. Save made by Kwok. Wolf now, who has one of the goals, tries the self-pass. Knocked away Timberwolves have the puck up. Lynn, the self-pass looking for himself, but it's knocked away, and Emmett Ball will play that one behind the net as we're down to 2.5 now in the third. Up into center ice. Jasper taps it forward. Theou tries to play it. He can't, and Gordon Rubens is forced to play it in his own zone. Has it behind his net. Up over to the near side. That's Ball. Ball bangs with So. Ball takes the puck. Has it behind his net. We're down to 2 minutes now. Mammoth tries to play it out. They can't. Avila overskates the puck. Here comes Mammoth with a 3-on-1. Walking into the offensive zone. Backhand pass to Theou. Theou spins. Nowhere to go with it. Great defense there. Again, that was Jackson Jasper, I believe, number 2, who broke up that 3-on-1. Latowski tips it forward, and he's in a race for it with Rubens, and it's batted away nicely by Rubens. 90 seconds left. Walking in is Wolf. Wolf in the high slot. The shot goes wide off the end boards. Bounces back out. Mammoth down deep. Now with it is Avila. Plays it over to the far side. Manini plays it through the defense. Gianni Manini now with some space up ahead to Lynn as we're down to 80 seconds. Jaden Lynn with the shot. Manini behind the net. Gianni Manini dangling in Gretzky's office. Knocked over to the left half boards. Back to the point. Kept in at the point by Ditto. Ditto D to D over to Jasper now. Jasper fakes and goes wide. Jasper down low, centering feed shot. Save made by Lau. Dangerous opportunity with just a minute left now. Lau makes the big save, and the Timberwolves have to play it in their own zone. Big hit right in front of the goal. Shot it. Score! That's the hat trick for Garrett Haggerty with 48 seconds left, and Mammoth takes a 4-3 lead.
Oh, I give it away right between the circles there, Aaron, and Haggerty. Johnny on the spot, whistles that one past DeAndre Carrasco. 4-3, Mammoth, late.
Yeah, big collision right in front of DeAndre Carrasco, but you said it, a giveaway, and that's the player you don't want to give it away to. Garrett Haggerty picks up the Hattie here in game number 1 as the number 4 seed Mammoth looking to take a 1-0 series lead here over the Timberwolves and evening and matching the number of losses the Timberwolves picked up in the regular season.
I tell you, Aaron, I mean, even though there have been like bad penalties, icing goals, things like that, the competitiveness of this game is probably one of the best NIHL games we've ever called.
Yeah, and those mistakes, Eric, I mean, they're 14 years old.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
I mean, those are mistakes that are going to happen as you learn the game and learn what to do and what not to do. So this isn't like we're talking about professional hockey players making a bad penalty behind the play, but you're right. The competitiveness, the back and forth. We've now had 4 lead changes in this game.
Well, and it was a few minutes before that, we saw that shot that went off the crossbar and didn't go in. It bounced in the crease.
I mean, I'll tell you, Mammoth does not look like a team that had a losing record in the regular season. As I mentioned at the beginning, there were 5, 6, and 7 in the regular season. Lost all 3 games that they played to these Timberwolves. They lost 5-2, 5-3. And last time these two teams played each other, Eric, which was exactly 1 week ago tonight, the Timberwolves won 6-0.
Yeah.
This is just a completely different hockey game, different result. This has been a just a fabulous hockey game, and it's the first of 2. So we'll see what the Timberwolves do here in the final minute as they try to get this even. Puck goes in offsides. And
well, you brought up that NFL comparison about beating a team multiple times in the same season. It's kind of like you've played this team 3 times already. A lot of familiarity.
Yeah, I mean, there are only 7 teams in the division, so you are going to play each other a bunch over the course of 18 games, and there are only 6 other teams that you can play.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, you learn tendencies. You learn how to shut down the other team's players. And Mammoth, I mean, they've done a fantastic job tonight. We're under 40 seconds now. Here comes DeAndre Carrasco to the bench. Puck knocked away. Mammoth has it. They're able to flip it out into center ice. Knocked away. Shot in, and it's taken by Latowski. Latowski with 25 seconds. Knocked ahead. Onto the stick of Jasper. Jackson Jasper walks in. Offsides?
Yep. Offsides the call.
Jasper didn't like that call, but this has been a fantastic hockey game.
Boy, game 2 has a lot to live up to.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. Game 2 is the number 2 seed Irish Rovers and the number 3 Bloomington Thunder. That game's scheduled to start around 9 o'clock. Well, it's not going to start at 9 o'clock. It's 9:02 right now. But you are absolutely right, Eric. They got a lot to live up to. This has been an instant classic, as they say. And these two teams will go at it again tomorrow at 2:20 in the afternoon as Mammoth looks for an opportunity to advance to the NIHL Premier Select Bantam Championships if they can hold the Timberwolves off for the final 3 seconds. And it looks like they are going to. In a huge, huge upset, the number 4 seed Mammoth take a 1-0 series lead here over the Timberwolves with a 4-3 victory. So the Timberwolves took a 1-0 lead. Mammoth with 2 straight goals to take a 2-1 lead, then 2 straight goals by the Timberwolves to take a 3-2 lead. But Mammoth battles back here in the final 5 minutes of the third period behind a hat trick by Garrett Haggerty, and that gives his team a 4-3 victory. So Eric and I are going to take a quick break, drink some water, try to catch our breath from just what was an amazing hockey game, and we will be back with game 2, the Irish Rovers and the Bloomington Thunder, here on the NIHL TV network.